Randi got swatted? Nuh-uh. When? What? What happened? Did this happen last night? Brian St. John? No, not swatted. It was, what happened? Oh my God, dude, I hate that community. This is why I cannot do, that's why I did not drag a motherfucker last night. I sat there and thought about all the repercussions that would happen. Probably wasn't Brian, let me. So it was Brian? Is that what I'm gathering? So Brian made a video, put her husband's name in it, and someone, it probably wasn't Brian, let me tell you that. I know how this shit works. It was probably someone who you least expect, or just some random watcher. They were gonna kill her. Fuck, I've had to change my number 4 times because once they find my number, that's what happens. So I believe it. I've had to change my number 4 times in 3 years on YouTube because people find it and then will call and say, I'm gonna fucking kill you, bitch, and shit like that. So I totally believe it, and I believe it's probably, that is so fucked up, man. I hate this community anymore. This is why I cannot do Drama Live right here. It's too much. It's not worth it. You know, to be honest with you, like I said, I'm in a hard way because of my own decisions. And I was thinking yesterday, man, I just need to bring Drama Live back. I made so much money, so much ad revenue money. And then when it came down to it, I was all pumped up all day, and I'm scared to death of the repercussions, always. It's cool to be a badass, but dude, when you got fucking cops busting in your door and you got CPS knocking down your door and shit like that, it's not cute anymore. It's not fun. It's not worth the fucking money, the headache, any of it. And that's what I was trying to tell Steven. It's just not worth it anymore. It's not. Damn, Rando. If they'll do it to Randi, it's gonna go. They'll do it to anybody, man. Randi's a pain in the ass, but she's not evil, you know what I mean? So who would want to do that? Katey, this is Brian. I did not have anything to do with this. I don't believe you did. I mean, if you doxed her husband and put it out there, then it was probably a watcher or something like that. That's what I think 90% of the phone calls are made from. It's not from the actual, that's where like the bums and the fucking shit and all them fucking dumbasses don't get. We had your information the whole fucking time. If we wanted to do something to you, we could have done it years ago, okay? It's watchers. It's people who aren't typing in your chat who think it's funny to see people get riled up because they love the drama. It's never, almost 99.9% of the time, it's never who you think it is. It's never anyone on, it's someone on YouTube, but it's not someone who you think it is, who's typing. The ones who type a lot and talk a lot, they've already incriminated themselves, so they're nervous to fucking make phone calls. It's the ones who are sitting there silent, watching, they're like, watch this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, sissy, I don't know, dude. It's just like, I'm seeing people I give a fuck about again. This is just not worth it anymore. And that's what I came on here to say. I know last night or yesterday morning, I was just such a badass. And I'm going to come on here and I'm going to rip everyone apart. But dude, I took all day thinking about it, and the repercussions are not worth it. Are not worth it, man. You know what I mean? And this is what happens in the community, in the drama community. I want to tell these people stuff, but right now they don't listen to me. They think I'm a liar. They think all these things because literally someone, I'm not going to name the name, has been in their DMs telling people what a horrible person I am, but yet that person was my friend for a long time. There's things that I'd want to tell Randi. There's things that I want to tell Yaba. There's things that I want to tell all of them, but right now they're not going to listen, or maybe they never will. You know what I mean? But one thing I would really want to tell Randi is get the fuck out of that community, dude. Get out. I seen months ago how this was going to all go down. Like, I see it in my head. This is not going to be a pretty ending. Someone's going to end up getting really fucking hurt. I don't want to be part of it. I can't pinpoint exactly when it started, but I can tell you this much. This is not the work of bums. This is not the work of fucking sloth heads. This is not the work of anyone in the drama community who's been here before. There's other shit that happens before then. It's called patterns, all right? I know they're patterns. This is not them. This is, in my opinion, if you want to know the truth, I feel like it's ever since this crime community has integrated with the drama community, it has been a goddamn shit show, and it's been that for like a year, and I seen where it was going, and I backed the fuck out immediately. I'm not saying that if you're into crime, you're fucking crazy, but what I am going to say is there are a lot of people over there in that crime community that are ate the fuck up, dude, and they're obsessed with, like, they're obsessed with just that, murders and crimes and stuff like that. When you get people who are into that kind of shit over here in our community where we're just into fucking arguing with each other and about life and shit, it brings out the ugly. They seen us as a weaker fucking community. And that's honestly what it is, because we weren't at the time swatting people. We weren't doing all this. We were just really, the worst we were doing was dragging each other's ass night after night on cam, you know? And that's where this community, the one that I built, I feel like I built. You all helped me build it too, by the way. I don't give enough credit for that. Came from, it wasn't about literally, I mean, it started to go into people's lives. Yeah, we dox each other and shit like that. But as far as going to like phone calls being made, swats being made, this is something that's popped up, I'd say, in the last year. And in my personal opinion, I believe it started when we started integrating these communities. Don't get me wrong, there was shady shit that happened before in this community, but not on this level. Okay? And I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not. But I feel like that crime community has a lot of lurkers in there. I feel like they have a lot of lurkers in there. I feel like some of them may be like obsessed or just whatever into, how can I put this without fucking getting myself swatted? Into darker matters of the world, you know what I mean? And that takes a special kind of mind. And when they come over here and they start seeing this, they don't want to see arguing. They want to see fucking a show. So they're going to fucking call and do whatever. Not blaming it on anybody particularly. I'm just saying I feel like this all started happening at a certain point when we started getting different people up in this community. Not to say that everyone from that community is bad, but there are some bad apples in there, worse than what we had seen. I wish the police would too. There needs to be laws. The laws are not up to date with what is going on today. Hey, Loomba. Hey, precious so-and-so. Yeah, I know. It's a whole new level of evil, dude. And this was not present before a certain, and I'm not going to name names because goddamn, that'll like, you know what I mean? Till a certain, oh, fuck it, I'll say it. Till Lyanne and Stinky and all them started fucking with them fucking crime people. We started getting all these new people in there, which was great. You know, I even tapped in on it, but dude, I've seen the evilness, man. I did. You can clock it with bargain, dude. I told her, I was like, I do not like this new community. Bad things are going to fucking happen to people. I'm telling you, the people who are ate up in crimes have a special kind of mind. They're investigators. They're looking for the ins and outs. They're doing this. They're doing that. And this just ain't going to be healthy for this community. Vicky, same. I agree. And now we have all kinds of fucking people running amok, and they feel like this is their little comfort zone where they found other people like them, and it's ugly. That Brian dude sound. I don't think it was Brian who actually. Yeah, I don't have an opinion on that dude. That dude came for me really fucking bad. I liked him at first, and then he came bad, and I haven't been able to recover from that. I don't think it was him who called the Swatting. Okay, so listen, if I had a guess, he put the information out there, but it was a lurker. It's not any of the main players. It's never a main player, and people don't get that. They want to get online and be like, oh my God, this motherfucker called. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Okay, we'll sit here and we'll hear you bitch, but no, it wasn't. It was a lurker. It was someone who was quiet. It's someone under the scenes. It's the least most likely person always. All right, and they do this because they love to see the fighting. It's never a main player. And that's what happens is, okay, so like for instance, let's say Randy gets swatted, okay? She comes back at Brian and says, Brian got me swatted, da 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 da. What do we have there? All right, Brian will sit there and say, I did not, because he more than likely did not fucking do it. Yeah, he doxed, which is bad enough. We've all been guilty of that, so I can't say a fucking word. But she's going to be blaming Brian, when really the real motherfucker's sitting there laughing and thinking of the next thing they're going to do. You feel me? Exactly. They load the gun, let someone else shoot it. And here we sit in this predicament.